Well, we had a great night's sleep. Yeah, we had a good night's sleep, so we're ready to go home now, unfortunately. Vacations must come to an end. So it is 5:45 in the morning, and we have a real shot at getting home just after midnight, so we'll see how we do. We have 1,031 miles to go. So that's 18 and a half hours with charging, which is pretty consistent with a better route planner. So we are going to go ahead and get going. We're at 90%, which is perfect. So should be our first stop in Gainesville at 9%. So we will get going and see how we do. All right, first leg done, 8%, got here at 7:59. It was 159 and a half miles, 330 watt hour per mile. So we're supposed to be here for 40 minutes, and normally we would not do that. However, it is breakfast time, so we'll probably be here for the full 40 minutes. And that'll take us all the way to Macon, Georgia, which will be our next stop. So we will get this thing plugged in and get rolling. All right, we are charged up 93%. $14.97. We've got 150 miles, 2 hours and 6 minutes. Be there about 11 o'clock. This one definitely charged slower than it had calculated. Should be there at 10%. $15.01. Unplugging now. All right, we made it 13%. It is 10:46, so 150.5 miles, 52 kilowatt hours consumed, 346 watt hour per mile. We were doing 85, and that's because as soon as we hit the highway, it was showing our arrival charge was continuing to climb. So we needed to burn off that extra energy because we way overcharged, even though the computer said it was just finally charged. Now, the interesting thing is, on the way here, it kept saying that it was going to take 30 more minutes to get here than it actually did. Even pulling into the parking lot said we still had 23 minutes. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on. This has never happened before. This is the first time we're seeing this. So I don't know if one of these last updates, something went wonky with estimated charge arrival and charge time. But we went from getting here at 11:15, 11:20 to now it's 10:45. So really weird. Don't know what that's all about. Anyway, supposed to be here for 25 minutes to get to Macon, Georgia. So we will get plugged in and get this finished charging. All right, so we are done charging 70%, and it says we'll arrive at 13%. We've got 109 miles to go, an hour and a half, be there about 12:45, 71%. Good charging location, lots of eating options. There's a Starbucks right there, so on and so forth. 71%, $5.52. Unplugging now. All right, so we have arrived 14% ahead of schedule at 12:39, and I don't know, it kept saying 1 o'clock was the arrival time, so something is still going on there. So supposed to be here for 25 minutes, however, completely full both sides. So we're gonna plug in and get some Panera bread back here. So we'll get it plugged in. 108.9 miles, 37 kilowatt hours, 341 watt-hour per mile. All right, we are overcharged. Had a really good lunch at Panera, 76%. Should arrive at 29% because we definitely overcharged. So, gonna get unplugged now. We've got 91 miles, an hour and 40 minutes, very short leg, 76%, $7.54. Well, thanks to the wife for driving. I got some work done. So that last leg was awful. We lost so much time. Anyways, we got here at 24%. That last leg was 109.2 miles, 34 kilowatt hours consumed, 309 watt hour per mile because we were stuck in traffic. It was awful. We're supposed to be here for 35 minutes, and that'll get us to Cookeville, Tennessee. I do not like this route, but for now, I'm gonna get plugged in and we will figure this out in a little bit. Right now, we just wanna get out of the car. So let's get plugged in and get this thing rolling. All right, so here's the deal. It is taking us this way. In my last trip from Key West on my way home, I went this way, and my comments were it was really cool, very scenic. But at nighttime, it could be a little bit sketch between Cookeville and Louisville. So unfortunately, the way we would normally go, which is through Chattanooga up to Nashville and then up to Louisville, there's a lot of traffic. So this is still looking like, unfortunately, the best way. So we're gonna do that, which is the way it's recommending to go anyways. So 2 more stops after this. I know these will be longer charging sessions because of how long of a stretch it is. That's why I don't like this way. Cookeville, you got to charge for 45 minutes to get to Louisville. So anyways, we're going to let this finish charging for another 20 minutes, and then we will get unplugged and make it to Cookeville, which is up in the mountains. Pretty cool place. I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Phantom Wallet. Phantom Wallet offers premium wallet designs with an aluminum chassis with options of wood, leather, and carbon fiber finishes. Grab the card you need with a quick flip of the lever. RFID and NFC protection are built in, ensuring a safe and secure alternative to traditional options. Make sure to use code BTG to save 10% on your order. All right, so we just finished charging, 92%. It says it will be 11% when we get there. 180 miles, 3 hours and 9 minutes. This is a long stretch, so I do recall being up in the mountains to get there, and it is a small town up at the top. But I believe it's a V3. No, it's not. Okay, not a V3. Made that up. but we're going to go ahead and get unplugged. 92%, $7.28. All right, we finally made it. I think we're through most of the traffic. We'll see about Nashville, but 13% did 154.5 miles, 50 kilowatt hours consumed, 326 watt hour per mile, which is actually really good. So anyway, supposed to be here for 30 minutes. It did reroute us, and we did decide to go this direction anyways. So we do not have to stop in Nashville, which is a change of pace for us going this direction, but we should be able to get enough charge to make it through Nashville and then to Bowling Green, and then the last stop in Louisville. So we're gonna go ahead and get plugged in and have some dinner while we're sitting here. All right, fully charged, 86%, should be arriving at 25%, 128 miles, 2.5 hours, should be there about 9 o'clock. That's Central Time. So anyways, we're gonna trade off driving position so I can get some more work done. 86%, $6.16. All right, so we made it, 20%. We're supposed to be here for 25 minutes, but one thing I noticed on the way in is it's super windy out here, so that came out of nowhere. So we'll want to make sure we have plenty of buffer to make it to Louisville. That's our next stop and our last stop, so not too far from here, but we need to be here for 25 minutes. Last leg, 128.5 miles, 43 kilowatt hours consumed, 335 watt hour per mile. Gonna go ahead and get plugged in now. All right, so there's a new item. Well, Jack, there's a new item to add to your must-have list in your car at all times. And that is not just wipes, but also trash bags in case somebody gets a little sick in the car, because that's fun. So we're done charging, so let's take a look. All right, so 82%, we have enough to get there. So let's see here. It says we'll get to Louisville with 18%, which should be plenty. It is 126 miles, about 2 hours to get there. So we're gonna unplug now, 83%, $10.29. All right, we made it. It is 11:45 p.m., which means it is late for us old people. And thanks again to the wife for helping with another leg while I got some work done. 11% at arrival. We're supposed to be here for 30 minutes, and then I think we have 2 hours to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get us plugged in and talk about this brand new V3 supercharger in Louisville. So this is a brand new supercharger in Louisville. It is a V3, and it's funny because on our way here I was talking to my wife and telling her, hey, they're installing a new one. I didn't realize our navigation was set to take us here. So it's in a Meijer parking lot, like a lot of them around this area. There's a lot of shopping, a lot of eating options here. But anyways, I'm gonna show you on the map this particular supercharger since it is new. All right, so here's the thing. This supercharger here is the one we typically stop at. This is the supercharger that's been in Louisville for a long time. There is not a lot within walking distance, especially during the pandemic. Very hard to get amenities at the supercharger, and because it was the only one for so long, it gets filled up pretty quickly. So this being a backup one for starters is great, but also since it's a V3 charger, all these charging cabinets are dedicated. This is an extremely busy supercharging station because it's the only one, as you can see, and it's a major like thoroughfare. So this is a game changer. However, we did have to go up here and then around to get to it, so it is a little bit longer, but a very good insurance policy. So if you drive through Louisville on your trips, check to see how many stalls are open and how busy it is, and make a good decision, because this can be quicker for it being V3, but also if this one is super busy, this will be faster. All right, so we're all charged up at 82%. It says we'll get home at 10%. So we have 143 miles to go, 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's going to be a late night. Hopefully get home before 2:30, but we will see. 82%, $11.70. All right, so we did it. We made it home, 2:21 in the morning, 9%. Last leg was 144.2 miles, 47 kilowatt hours consumed, 328 watt hour per mile. The whole trip, 2,453 miles, 832 kilowatt hours, 339 watt hour per mile. So that consumption got a lot better the warmer it got outside, which was nice. So that does it for us. We're gonna unpack. No, we're not gonna unpack. We're just gonna go inside and go to bed, and we'll unpack in the morning. I gotta get the car plugged in so that way it doesn't sit on 9% overnight. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Of course, give it the thumbs up if you did. If you haven't already, of course, subscribe to the channel as we continue to post content regularly. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.